Hello, hello, it's probably Sharon. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. I have just completed a Christmas journal, and I'm going to do a quick flip through, maybe a little explaining as I go. So she is 9 inches tall, 6 inches wide. It's hardcover, and it's wrapped in fabric. The spine is about 2¼ inches, and there is 3 signatures. There are 3 signatures. So this little piece on the front, I've just put some burlap, and then this Noel is from the Dollar Tree. It was marked as an ornament, so I can't remember how much it was, like $1.50 maybe. So I thought that was really cute. I went to put a wraparound, tie a bow on the front, and it looked funny because there was already a bow there. So it doesn't have a tie closure as I'm showing it to you now, but when I sell it, before I ship it off or whatever, I will wrap a ribbon around it just to, so you have something to keep it closed. She did end up being a little bit of an alligator mouth. Not too bad, but more than I usually like to. So let's get looking inside. There's 84 plus pages. So here in the front, we have this Coca-Cola off of one of the packaging, the boxes. We have a cute little Santa Claus tag that has a snowflake charm. It is tied with cheesecloth table runner, and I will put a link for those below. I'm using the red and the green, and I'm in love with them. I just love them. So yeah, I'll link that below. I'll link a lot of the stuff that you see below. So if you have any questions, I'm sure I'll have a link for it. There's a little envelope here with a little writing card inside, and then it's open in the back too, so you could slide something back behind there if you wanted to as well. So it wasn't quite wide enough, so I added a little bit of ribbon and wrapped it around to the plate, and then put a little brad through it just to add a little more character. So I thought that turned out really cute. Okay, and then I'm using my Christmas digitals. I will link those below too. Mostly everything you see that has a word or stuff like this is going to be off my digitals. So just so you know. Okay, so this is made with wrapping paper. I just backed it with some cardstock. So I have a tutorial on making pages for your journal out of wrapping paper if you want to check that out. And then there's a bigger tag here. And then we have this is, I think, my favorite part of my digital is the Santa Claus license. Yes. And how did we come to acquire the Santa Claus license? I like to think that he and his elf came Christmas Eve and they got into a tussle over the milk and cookies. Because, I didn't know that he was bringing an elf with him, so I didn't leave any out for the elf. So they got into a tussle, maybe pushed each other into the tree. There was a bunch of chaos. They dropped their licenses, and then, I made copies for you guys. So anyway, that's my story. I have a cute little tag here. Both of these open up. It was stuck closed a little bit there. So both of these open up. More writing space. And there is an opening back behind that one as well. So you can use that for a pocket too. This is one of those long, skinny envelopes. I just, this is half of it. We'll see the other half in a minute. So there's a little tag inside there. Here's some pieces from my digital. Super cute. So those are really fun. Okay, and then we have our Secret Santa list. So if you guys do Secret Santas with your family or work even, you have a nice little list to keep track of that. And this is another piece of my digital. This is also from my digital. Okay, and then we have some writing space here. A Christmas dictionary definition. Some copy dyed paper with some stencils. I have a tutorial on that too. They turn out really cool. I love to use them just because they're just so sharp and nice looking. Ooh, I love this. Okay, so I've used a lot of gift wrap on this. So here's some. Then I did the pockets with it. This is from gift wrap. This one is not, but everything else is gift wrap. Isn't that so cool? I will put a link for all of the gift wraps that I use too. And then we have this cute little girl, maybe? I think it's a girl. Little Santa hat on. I have to tell you a story. My little granddaughter, she's 4, and I was editing one of my videos to post on YouTube. And, I was looking at it on my phone, just kind of scrolling through. She was watching the screen with me, and I come to a page that had like a paper doll on it. And she said, the paper dolls that look like people, the ones I mean. So she says, "Who's that, Shasha?" They call me Shasha. She says, "Who is that, Shasha?" And I said, "Oh, that little person." And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." And the look that she gave me was just, she was so confused. Like, how would you make a book and then put pictures of people you don't know in it? And I thought to myself, that's kind of the same thing I was wondering the first time I saw people putting strangers in their journals. Like, why are you putting strangers in your journals? But I get it now, but at the time. So anyway, sorry for the tangent. So here's our little Christmas tree note card flip out thing. Each of the sections just tuck into the next thing up. So that's super cute. I have a tutorial on that too. Here's the other side of our envelope, and I just have a little writing card in here. Some little tree ornaments on it. Ooh, let's get in there. That's another piece from my digital. Here's the elf, the one that was having a tussle with Santa over the milk and cookies. He looks like a hooligan, doesn't he? Hooligan, sorry. I need to speak clearly so you guys can hear me. Anyway, that's part of my digital. So is that. We have some cute Santa Claus ribbon. And this is made out of book pages. There's 3 pieces of book pages. There's three book pages made into little side pockets. So each of the pockets has something in it. And then, yeah, just put the ribbon on it, and that's open too. So you can also tuck something into that. I will be putting this on Etsy too, if you're interested. I will have the link for that down in the description box as soon as I get it posted. So here's some more writing space. And some fabric ruffle. Oh, okay. I usually put this on the inner cover or the back cover, you know what I mean? But this time I did it on a page, and I got to admit, I think I like it better when it's on the inside of the cover. It just seems to like take up too much room when it's in the middle. There's not enough room to grow in the middle. So anyway, yeah, it's just a button and string closure page. And I also have a tutorial for this. It just opens up. I got to move that glue. So here's a piece from my digital. Pine Valley Sleigh Rides. And then I have just a little to from gift tag that I popped in there. And then we have a big tag. And then we have a little flip out in here. And also behind there, we have another little writing card or tag. So lots of stuff in here, and there's room to put more. So this pocket is pretty, wide, so you could put more stuff in there if you want. Oh, and also I just glued it on 3 sides, so there's a little pocket behind it as well. This was a card I found in my mom's stuff. She had like a set of them, It doesn't have a year on it, but it looks, I don't know. It doesn't look too old, but I thought it was cute. So that's tucked behind there. Just hook this. Okay, and then this side. Speaking of paper dolls, right? These paper dolls, I don't think this one was a Tim Holtz one. It's a different brand, and I will link that below. They're really cute and just as good of quality. So Yep, we have 2 more writing cards that flip open and then a little pocket in the back. And then that piece on the front of the tag is just like this, so it will hold this one closed, and it holds this one closed too. So when you're flipping the pages, it will stay locked and closed. There's some more of the coffee dye paper, and we have some pretty lace on the edge. Oop, more writing space. There's like a little half page, a little tag in there. And then I just paper clipped this. It's like from a list, like a grocery list or something like that, little notepad. I thought that was cute, so I placed that on that little short page. Then we have, this is a collage tag. I did a tutorial on doing the collage, to make tags out of it. So that was one of those. And then we have a cute little bingo card. That's also from my digital. I made this little cluster on my last video. You might recognize that. Okay, then we have some more writing space. More gift wrap. Cutest gift wrap. I'm like obsessed with the craft paper gift wrap now. I have more coming tomorrow, so we'll be making more stuff with gift wrap for sure. Okay, so then we have a little writing card here. This is another cluster thing that I made in my last video. We have a little tag slid behind here. And then we have like a side pocket. And we have a old postcard and then a cute little snowman. You could write on the back of that or whatever you want. This is also some of that gift wrap. We have some more writing space. This is another gift wrap I just got. I love it. It looks like a newspaper. It's so cool. So yeah, I have a little tag in there, and then this is just a gift, to from card. I think I got those at Hobby Lobby, I believe. Anyway, they've come in handy, it's nice to add them to the Christmas journals. This is from an old book called The Complete Christmas Book, and it's from the 50s, and it's just cool. I just made it so you could look at the whole page. You could read the whole page, front and back. Kind of interesting. We have some more writing space, and then we have our belly band that has the 3 little envelope, and they're slanty. A lot of people have mentioned that they really like that. And then here's another piece from the digital, Christmas gift list, if you need to keep track of who you're buying for and what you've already got and all that stuff. There's a nice little place for you to keep track of it. Okay, then we have some more writing space. And here's some more of the wrapping paper that looks like a newspaper I was telling you about. Super, super cool. So that just tucks behind there. And then this, we'll take this little tag out. This is also gift wrap. This is from my digital. So that just opens up for a big, big writing space. And then this little tag just tucks in there, and it keeps that flap closed up tight, locked shut. So pretty nice. Okay, and then on this side, I love this. I got this, it was off of some treats from last Christmas. They had little bows on them, and I kept them all. I think I still have like 4 left, but it looks so cute. It looks so cute. I was going to put a regular tie on it, and then I'm like, oh, I'm going to put a bow on it. So I just glued it. There's still a hole there that's not being used, but it is what it is. So this is a to from gift tag I glued on there. So see how cute they are? I mean, they're nice and handy, and they have cute images. Here's another piece from my digital. Elementary school Christmas program. Parents, grandparents, and siblings of our students are invited to attend. We are expecting a special guest. Wonder who that special guest is. Okay, so then inside we have a couple pockets over here with some writing cards. And then we have a waterfall notebook type thing here. And then there's a tuck spot down here if you wanted to tuck something else there. And then this just closes up. And this tag, put it right in there, and it locks it all closed. Just like that. Really love it. Really love it. Okay, then we have some more writing space. And, oh, this gift wrap. Look how pretty that is. Oh, okay. So we have a bulldog clip here. I'll link those below too. They're really cute. They're just little. More of that wrapping paper that looks like a newspaper. So I just made a little notebook out of it and then clipped it to the top of the page. Guess it doesn't matter if you clip it to the top or the side or whatever, but I just clipped it to the top. There's some more of the complete Christmas book page, and this is like recipes, so that's kind of fun. Some old frosted orange slices, candied grapefruit peel, candied cranberries. So I thought about making some tags out of it, and I thought, well, it might be fun to just keep them and, maybe even try them out. You never know. You might find a new favorite Christmas recipe in there. Okay, so there's some more writing space. Boy, I'm talking a lot, aren't I? I apologize. I'm just excited I got this done. Okay, and we have a cute little train ticket, the Holiday Express, and I punched out December 20th. So I have a little star punch, and that is really come in handy too. I'll put a link for the star punch below as well. Okay, then we have some more of the copy dyed paper, the stencils. Look at this. Look at all the red and white. I love this. Okay, so this is a treat sack that I just glued to the page, and it has a big long pocket or big long tag in there. There's some more pieces from my digital Santa's Workshop 25. This is a stamp, a Tim Holtz stamp. We have another tag, and then more of that cheesecloth I was telling you about. Okay, on this side, here's another piece from one of the digitals, one of the Christmas digitals. Okay, and then this is wrapping paper too, and this is, I think, my favorite next to the newspaper one. On the other side, it has trucks and Christmas trees, but I love the red stripes for some reason. I just love it. So this opens, and we have a blessing bag with the little tag in there. I think it's cool because you can see through it. And we have a little flip-up note card here and a tag tucked behind. So that all closes up nice. And then this tag keeps it all locked in place so it won't flop around when you're, flipping the pages. Love this. Okay, here's some more writing space. Cute little snowflake stamps. Another half page. I guess those are snowshoes, I'm guessing. I think that's what that is. Little ticket from my digital. This is from my digital. Oh, and this ribbon. I love it. It's so thick. I took the wire out of it, Thought I'd put a little piece of it there. So there's more gift wrap. I made a little tag. And then my snowman. This is the last one I have. This one is done with fabric, and I have a tutorial on how to make these. The ones I did on the video, I think I did with paper, though. This one is in fabric, but I'm out. This is my last one. I need to make more. But I'll put a link for that tutorial below as well. Okay, then we have some more writing space. This pretty ribbon on the edge. And then here we are. This is the back. So I put some ribbon here. There's a place to tuck stuff back behind the ribbon. And there's also a pocket here. So there's a pretty little snow scene with some pine trees to write on the back of that or do whatever you want with it. Then I numbered the book. I've started doing this. So this is number 34. And I put the date I finished it. So if you end up with this book and you don't want that there, it's just stapled on. I didn't glue it. So if you want to pick the staple out and take it off, it's up to you. So here's the back. Another piece from my digital. This is from the digital too. This is just a deep pocket. It's gusseted so that it can hold quite a bit of stuff. We have a cute vintage postcard. I'll put a link for these below. It's not actually vintage. I got it from Amazon, but there's a whole bunch of them in the pack, and I really like them. And a cute little tag, big tag. Anyway, that's the journal. Number J34. Hopefully I can get another one done before Christmas. Fingers crossed. So I will put this in my Etsy shop and put the link below. Let me know what you think. I love to read your comments and interact with you guys. And I appreciate you guys so much. All your feedback you've been giving me. My digital, I'm just going to tell you this because I think it's pretty cool. I've had so many sales on my digital that it's now marked as a bestseller, which has never happened to me. And I don't know the rules. I don't know like how many you do have to sell to get that or whatever, but I thought it was really cool. Like me, like that never happens to me. So thank you guys for all your support. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for staying until the end. Bye.